Welcome back to Hardball. Out in Arizona, the new census figures mean the state gets a new congressional district for the state. And back in 2000, Arizonians voted to take the politics out of redistricting and have it done by an independent commission. But politics crept back in this week as Governor Jan Brewer fired the independent leader of the independent commission. Well, today, the Hill newspaper laid out the stakes. Quote, the draft map the commission released in October shored up some Democratic seats and made some Republican seats more competitive. It also created a new toss-up district that Democrats have a chance of winning. Arizona is gaining one seat in the House due to population growth over the past decade. The creation of that new district led to a redrawing of the lines in the Phoenix area that pitted two Republican incumbents, Representative Ben Quayle and David Schweikert, in a likely primary showdown. Well, Shira Toeplitz is a politics writer for Roll Call who covers redistricting. Shira, thank you so much for joining us. Draw the picture. It's that simple, right? The Republican governor didn't like the looks of the new layout.
Well, it's not quite that simple, but it's pretty close. There's no question.
Well, tell me how it's not close. What's the difference?
Okay. Well, the difference is the governor technically has a right to impeach the head of the redistricting committee. But this is really unprecedented. I cover redistricting around the country, Chris, and I haven't seen anything like this where a governor of any party has gone in and tried to take over an independent commission's process, okay? That's where this is really new and uncharted territory in terms of redistricting, at least this cycle. What isn't new is that politics is inserted into this process. In every other state in the country, redistricting is one of the most political processes out there.
What would be a fair assessment? How many seats did Arizona have? It had, what, 8?
Yes.
And how it's going to have 9?
Yes, that's correct.
What would be a fair delineation, a division, if you do it by, say, voter turnout or voter registration? What would be a fair thing, a breakout of the two parties?
Well, I like to say there's no such thing as fair in redistricting. It all depends who can draw the line, who holds the pen here. But Arizona is a somewhat competitive state. There should probably be more Republican seats than Democratic seats. But this map definitely was more of a down-the-line, straight competitive map. There are a lot of competitive districts in this seat, and that means parties are going to have to spend a lot of money over the course of the next couple cycles defending these seats and fighting for these seats. And I think that makes Republicans mad because they technically backtracked from the current map.
It just seems much ado about nothing if you say roughly splitting the new number of 9 seats, and it's 5-4 Republican. How could this commission result or its proposal have undercut that result, say 5-4? Did they think it would come out 6-3? What were the Republicans so riled up enough to take the heat the governor's going to take from us and other people for firing the commissioner?
Well, there's more than just drawing 9 seats and making them fit and making the population. You have to worry about things like minority districts. That's a huge deal in Arizona because they've had this explosive population growth in Hispanic communities over the last 10 years. So they had to make sure they drew 2 Hispanic districts with majority populations. So that's a huge concern. That's one of the things the commission had to think about.
Who's getting the heat out there right now? Is it Governor Brewer or what? Which way is the wind blowing?
Oh, it's definitely Governor Brewer. I saw today the authors of the original ballot initiative to create the independent commission came out against Governor Brewer, saying she wasn't really following the intent of the law when she moved to impeach the commission head. It's definitely Governor Brewer. And make matters worse, she's not even in Arizona right now. She's selling her book in New York. She had to call the second in line over there in the state Senate to hold the session to impeach her. She's not even there right now during the proceedings, and it looks really bad.
Well, she's taking heat here at Hardball before she'll take it again tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, Shira Toeplitz from Roll Call. And let me go